Hi everyone, welcome to 360 HRM, a human resource management solution. In this video, I'm going to talk about managing the subsistence paid for overtime work and the quick and efficient processing time. I'll also show you the collaborative approach in completing this process. Let's log in. We are logging in as Supervisor Jenny Left. Jenny would like to apply for overtime for one of the employees that reports to her. We are going to the left-hand side of our screen, clicking on the downward arrow for overtime management, and now onto New Overtime Request. If you click on the down arrow on the right-hand side of your screen, you will see all of the employees that reports to Jenny. In this example, Jenny is applying for overtime for Jack Wright. We click on Jack. The form immediately pops up. It is already populated with the key bits of information: the day, the month, the year, Jack's name, and the department that Jack belongs to. Jenny can now identify the days of the week or the day specifically that she would like Jack to work more time. In this instance, Jack is going to work on Wednesday, the 23rd of September. In this company, if Jack only works for 1 hour, he is not entitled to any subsistence. However, once Jack works for more than an hour, if he works for 2 hours, Jack now receives $35 in subsistence. We are now required to enter the reason for Jack's overtime, and we can say project completion. We are free to add an additional day if necessary for Jack, where we can now say Jack also needs to work on the 24th. We believe it's only for 1 hour Jack is going to need to work, and in this instance, once again, it's the project completion. Jenny now submits Jack's overtime to her manager. The dialog box pops up telling us it's a good job, so we know that this information has been sent on to Jenny's manager. We close the dialog box and we move across to Jenny's manager, John Smith. Again, we go to the left-hand side of the screen, we click on the downward arrow, and in the list of pending overtime, we see the information that Jenny has just entered. Jenny is the initiator. She's applying for overtime for her employee, Jack Wright, and this overtime was applied for on Monday the 21st September at 2:17 p.m. Any one of these fields can be clicked on. We click, and now we get further information regarding the request for overtime. In this instance, we've decided that we want to modify Wednesday 2020. We modify the overtime, and now we are giving a reason why we do not believe that Jack Wright needs overtime. The manager can say all work can be completed during the 8-hour workday, and he can submit that information. If we return to Jenny and we go back into overtime, and now all the overtime requests, you will see here the last entry that Jenny made, which was for Jack Wright, and it has been modified. We click, and immediately Jenny knows that her manager has denied her request. All work can be completed during the 8-hour workday. Conversely, her manager can also approve it. So let's reopen the overtime. We are going to reopen it. We are going to change the time to just an hour. Just 1 hour on both days. So therefore there's no subsistence and no impact on the organization. Jenny may want to say project completion. There is a scope creep. And a similar explanation she can provide below. Once again, she submits the information. We know it has gone to her manager because it says, "Good job, successfully submitted." We close. We go to her manager, John Smith. Once again, we click on the downward arrow, list of pending overtime. And here we go again. All of the information with further information about why this time frame is necessary. Her manager can now approve the overtime. Once he's approved the overtime now moves on to HR department for HR to do the final approval so that payroll can pay the subsistence. We are now with the HR manager. The HR manager once again goes to the left-hand side of the screen, clicks on the list of pending overtime. And here she sees the last entry that was made. Jenny's the initiator. The overtime is for Jack Wright. She clicks on the information and she sees all of the relevant bits of information here. HR approves the overtime. Once HR has approved the overtime, this information goes as a report to payroll for payment. If we move back towards Jenny now under all overtime requests sees that the overtime she has submitted has been approved, and she can now inform Jack that he can go ahead and perform his task on the respective days applied for. At this point, all resources receive email notifications for each step of the workflow for the overtime process to ensure real-time status updates and ensure pending activities are actioned immediately. I hope this video was useful and thank you for watching.